My dear friends, today's topic is angle between two planes as well as angle between a line and a plane. My dear students, already in the initial or the first exercise, we have the formula to find out the angle between two vectors. If A vector and B vector are the two vectors, then the angle between them is theta equal to cos inverse of A vector dot B vector or modulus of A vector dot B vector by modulus of A vector into modulus of B vector. The same thing, look at here, suppose this is the first plane, R dot N1 vector equal to P1, first plane, and this is second planes, R dot N2 vector equal to P2. They are, okay, so they are intersecting. Our aim is to find out angle between the two planes, okay, plane 1 and 2. Here the concept is angle between the planes is nothing but angle between, okay, the angle between the perpendiculars. So look at there, N1, now it is the normal of the first plane, N2 is the normal to the second plane. So to find out the angle between the two planes, just to find out the angle between the two normals. So look at here, it is theta and this is 90 minus theta. Again it is 90 minus of 90 minus theta, okay. So again it is theta. So angle between the two planes is obtained by theta equal to cos inverse of modulus of N1 dot N2 by modulus of N1 or magnitude of N1 into magnitude of N2, okay. So simply we are getting this formula, okay, angle between their normal. Suppose these two planes are perpendicular. If you assume the two planes are perpendicular, or if you want it is in the vector form, if you need we can write in the Cartesian form also. Suppose N1 vector is some A1 A1i plus B1j plus C1k and N2 is some A2i plus B2j plus C3k, okay, and the constant time we converted the equation into Cartesian form. For example, the first equation is some A1x plus B1y plus C1z plus D1 equal to 0. Similarly, the second one A2x plus B2y plus C2z plus D2 equal to 0. Okay. So these are the two equations of the planes in the Cartesian form. Then the formula in the Cartesian form is theta equal to cos inverse of modulus of A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. It is the formula in the Cartesian form. If suppose it is given, just remember any one, no problem, okay. Suppose the two planes are perpendicular, then the two normals are perpendicular, then what we get, the two vectors are perpendicular means their dot product is 0. So N1 dot N2 is equal to 0, or simply we can say A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 equal to 0. A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 equal to 0. If the two planes are perpendicular, then N1 dot N2 equal to 0, or A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 equal to 0. Suppose the two planes are parallel, then their ratio between the coefficients are equal. A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. That is also given. Okay. Already we have a concept. If Ax plus By plus C equal to 0 is a straight line, then what is the line parallel to it? Parallel lines, they differ only by constant term. Ax plus By plus some other k equal to 0. Similarly, if a plane equation is given, for example, A1x plus B1y plus C1z plus D1 equal to 0, then the equation of the plane parallel to it, just to change the constant. So A1x plus B1y plus C1z plus k equal to 0. The parallel planes also differ only by constant term. So remember that. Okay. So next concept is angle between a line and the plane. Okay. So angle between the line and the plane is the complement of angle between the normal and the line. Simply we can say it is the complement of the normal and the line. Okay. See, this theta means this angle is obviously 90 minus theta because it is normal perpendicular. So take a parallel vector from the straight line and normal from the plane. So cos theta equal to cos 90 minus theta because complement angle. So b vector dot n vector by magnitude of b into magnitude of n. So cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So theta equal to sin inverse of modulus of b vector dot n vector by magnitude of b into magnitude of n. So this is the formula to obtain angle between a line and a plane. Don't forget this. Suppose it may be in the Cartesian form. Okay. So b vector is some ai plus bj plus ck. Okay, and n vector is some a1i plus b1j plus c1k. Then the formula can be written in the Cartesian form. Theta equal to sin inverse of modulus of a1 plus b1 plus c1 by root of a square plus b square plus c square into root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square. So remember in both the form. Okay, now suppose the straight line is perpendicular to the plane, then it is parallel to the normal. Listen my dear student, if the straight line is perpendicular to the plane, then it is parallel to the normal. Parallel means the ratio between the coefficients are equal. So a by a1 equal to b by r, a1 by a equal to b1 by b equal to c1 by c. Okay, and in the other hands, suppose the straight line is parallel to the plane, then obviously it is perpendicular to the normal. So in that case b dot n equal to 0. So this is the concept regarding with the angle between the two planes and the angle between line and a plane. So remember the concept. Okay, now the concept is distance of a point from a plane. Suppose it is the equation of the plane. The vector form is r dot n equal to p and the Cartesian form is ax plus by plus c equal z equal to p. Now there is a point A, okay, and the position vector of that point A is denoted by u vector, okay, and the foot of the line where it meets the plane is f, and the position vector we can consider some r1 vector. Our aim is to find out the perpendicular distance between the plane and that point. So draw the perpendicular to that plane and the foot is f. It is delta. Our aim is to find out the distance delta. Okay, very simple one. If f is perpendicular to the plane means it is parallel to n vector. Parallel to n vector means we can write what about that? We can write the equation of this af, equation of that r vector equal to equation of this line as r vector equal to u vector plus t into n vector. It is a point and a parallel vector is given. So we are writing the equation of the straight line. Okay. So f is also a point in the line. For some t, it satisfies the equation. Assume that t value is some t1. So the position vector of f is r1 vector equal to e vector plus some t1 n vector. And also it is a point on the plane. It satisfies the equation of the plane. Okay. So r1 vector dot n equal to p. r1 vector dot n equal to p. So now use that value here. So u plus t1n dot n vector equal to p. So rearrange and simplify. We are getting t1 equal to p minus u dot n by modulus of n vector square. Okay. Once again replace the value and simplify. Okay. We are getting what is that. Okay. And once again FA, our aim is to find out FA. FA is OA minus OF. Use that one and apply and finally take the modulus to get the distance. Okay. So magnitude of FA, we are getting this formula delta equal to modulus of u dot n minus b by modulus of n vector. So remember this formula. Suppose if it is in the Cartesian form, ax plus by plus cz equal to b, then the formula can be written as what about that? Magnitude of ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 minus b by root of a square plus b square plus c square. It is in the Cartesian form. Are you clear? So distance of your point from the plane, both in vector form and Cartesian form. Suppose the point x1 comma y1 comma z1 is a origin, then the distance from the origin and the plane is delta equal to modulus of d by root of a square plus b square plus c square. It is the perpendicular distance from the origin and the plane. Okay. Suppose two parallel planes are given. For example, the first one is some ax plus by plus cz plus d1 equal to 0. Second one is ax plus by plus cz plus d2 equal to 0. Then the perpendicular distance between the parallel planes is magnitude of d1 minus d2 by root of a square plus b square plus c square. So remember the distance formula. Distance of a point and a plane, vector form, Cartesian form. Okay, distance, perpendicular distance between origin and a plane, distance between parallel planes. Okay, the next concept is equation of a plane passing through the line of intersection of two planes. Okay, for example, first equation is some ax plus by plus cz, okay, plus d1 equal to 0. Okay, second one is some ax plus by plus cz. Wait a minute, student. So r dot n1 equal to d2 is the first plane, r dot n2 equal to d2 is the second plane, both in the Cartesian form. So now our aim is to find out the equation of the plane passing through the line of intersection of the two. It is very simple one. So first one, r dot n1 minus d1 plus lambda into r dot n2 minus d2 equal to 0. Simply the linear combination of the two, or it is in the Cartesian form, means a1x plus b1y plus c1z plus d1 plus lambda into some other scalar into a2x plus b2y plus c2z. So derivation is not needed for us, just remember this. Okay, so just the linear combination number 2. Now exercise 6.9, question number 1. Find the equation of the plane passing through the line of intersection of these two planes and the point minus 2, 1, 3. So the first one is in the vector form, second one is in the Cartesian form. So rewrite into the Cartesian form first. So 2x minus 7y plus 4z minus 3 equal to 0. Okay. Now the equation of the plane, or you have to write the required plane is, already told you, first one plus lambda into second one equal to 0. 2x minus 7y plus 4z minus 3 plus some scalar lambda into 3x minus 5y plus 4z plus 11 equal to 0. Okay. Once again, in the question given that it passes through the point minus 2, 1, 3. So put x equal to minus 2, y equal to 1 and z equal to 2. So minus 4, minus 7, okay, plus 12, minus 3 plus lambda into minus 6 minus 5 plus 12 plus 11 equal to 0. Okay. So what about these values? So minus 11 minus 3. So minus 14 plus 12. So minus 2 plus lambda into, what about the values? So minus 11 plus 11 cancel. Okay. So remaining 12 equal to 0. So 12 lambda equal to 2. So cancel. So lambda equal to 1 by 6. So once again replace the lambda value here. So 2x minus 7y plus 4z minus 3 plus 1 by 6 into 3x minus 5y plus 4z plus 11 equal to 0. So multiply 12x minus 42y plus what about that value 24z, okay, minus 18 plus 3x minus 5y plus 4z plus 11 equal to 0. Now the combine the like terms. So 12 plus 3 15x, okay, minus 42 minus 5 minus 47y, okay, 24 plus 4 28 is z, okay. So minus 18 plus 11 minus 7 equal to 0, which is the required equation of the plane. Find the equation of the plane passing through the line of intersection of the planes x plus 2y plus 3z equal to 2 and x minus y plus z equal to 3, and it is at a distance 2 by root 3 from the point 3 comma 1 comma minus 1. So as like the first question, the required equation is first one plus lambda into second one equal to 0. So combine the like terms, x term, y term, z term and the constant term. Already we have the formula, the perpendicular distance between a point and the plane, okay, delta is given by ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 minus b by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Here x1, y1, z1 is the given point 3 comma 1 comma minus 1, and a is 1 plus lambda, b is 2 minus lambda, c is 3 plus lambda and d is this one. So put the values in the formula given that it is equal to 2 by root 3 and simplify this numerator. So 3 plus 3 lambda, okay, so plus 2 minus lambda, 3 minus 3 minus lambda minus 2 minus 3 lambda, okay, by root of what we are 1 plus lambda square plus 2 lambda, 4 plus lambda square minus 4 lambda, just expansion, a plus b the whole square, a minus b the whole square, 9 plus lambda square plus 6 lambda is equal to 2 by root 3. So simplify in the numerator, 3 lambda minus 3 lambda cancel, 3 minus 3 cancel, 2 minus 2 cancel, so minus lambda minus 2 lambda divided by, so lambda square 3 lambda square, okay, so 2 lambda 8 lambda minus 4 lambda, so 4 lambda, okay, and what about that 10 plus 4 14 plus 14 equal to 2 by root 3. So 2 to cancel and cross multiply, minus 3 root 3 lambda equal to square root of 3 lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 14. Squaring on both sides, 3 lambda square equal to 3 lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 14. So cancel. So lambda equal to minus 14 by 4, it is minus 7 by 2. So we are getting lambda equal to minus 7 by 2. Once again put that value here, okay. So x plus 2y plus 3z minus 2 minus 7 by 2 into x minus y plus z minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so again multiply 2x plus 4y plus 6z minus 4, 2x plus 4y plus 6z minus 4 minus 7x plus 7y, okay, plus 21z plus minus 7z plus 21 equal to 0. So combine the like terms. So 2 minus 7 minus 5x, 4 plus 7 11y, okay, 6z minus 7 minus z, okay. So minus 4 plus 21 plus 17 equal to 0. So multiply by negative 5x minus 11y plus z minus 17 equal to 0 is the required equation of the plane. Number 3 is find the angle between the line r vector equal to 2i minus j plus k plus t into I plus 2j minus 2k and the plane r dot 6i plus 3j plus 2k equal to a. So it is of the form r vector equal to a vector plus tb vector. So comparing we are getting b vector equal to I plus 2j minus 2k and it is of the form some r dot n equal to p. So n vector equal to 6i plus 3j plus 2k. So we know the formula angle between them, that means the line and the plane. So angle between the line and the plane is theta equal to sine inverse of b vector dot n vector by magnitude of b into magnitude of n. So sine inverse of, just to find out the dot product of the two, 6 plus 6, okay, minus 4 by, what is the magnitude of b? So root of 1 plus 4 plus 4, so 9 into root of 36 plus 9 plus 4, 49, okay. So sine inverse of, so 12 minus 4, 8, square root of 9 is 3 and square root of 49 is 7. So 3 7s are 21. So the required angle is sine inverse of 8 by 21. Question number 4 in the exercise 6.9. Find out the angle between the planes. So first one is in the vector form, second one is in the Cartesian form, no problem. So find out what is n1, n2 from the two equations. So here from the first equation we observe that n1 vector is I plus j minus 2k. Second plane n2 vector equal to 2i minus 2j plus k. Okay. So angle between them. So theta equal to cos inverse of n1 dot n2 by modulus of n1 vector into n2. So this is the formula. Again find out the dot product as like the previous. So 2 minus 2, okay. So minus 2 magnitude. So the modulus value. So 2 minus 2 by root of, what is that value? 1 plus 1 plus 4, root 6 into root of 4 plus 4 plus 1, 9, okay. So cos inverse of 2 minus 2 cancel, minus, but the modulus value it is plus 2, okay. Square root of 9 is 3, so root 6. So the angle between the planes is cos inverse of 2 by 3 into root 6.